Plaintiff Christopher Carnevale says he had sex with the defendant on their first date, and they only dated for 3 weeks after that. Christopher claims he discovered that the defendant smoked marijuana constantly, and he's suing her today for damaging his car. Defendant Bethany Wheeler says after she started dating Christopher, she discovered he was an extremely jealous person who used cocaine. Bethany admits damaging Christopher's car, but insists he told her she didn't have to pay for it. Bethany's countersuing for hotel expenses and moving expenses.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, first, Your Honor, I met Bethany when I was a garbage man in May of 2008. She was the...
You're no longer a garbage man?
No, Your Honor.
But you quit her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
Yes. But yeah, Your Honor,
Those two don't have anything to do with each other. Don't get me wrong.
Describing how...
Say you just coincidentally stopped being a garbage man.
She was the clerk at the wait station, sir, and that's how I met her.
She would weigh the garbage.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You were the garbage. I'm sorry, you had the garbage.
Yes, Your Honor.
You had the garbage.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then she stopped weighing the garbage.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. I was just trying to get
Okay,
understand.
well, that's how I met her, Your Honor. You know, she looked like a sweet and innocent girl, so I asked her out. May 17, 2008 was our first day. We went out to eat. She introduced me to her brother, but then after that, her brother said, she's a bad person, don't trust her.
After what?
The same date, the first date, was the day her brother that she introduced me to said, don't trust her. She's a user, don't trust her. And later that night, that's when I found out she smoked. She gave it up the first night, Your Honor. So...
You did too.
I'm a guy, Your Honor. I'm a guy, Your Honor. But, yeah, so we started dating for like 3 weeks after that, Your Honor, and I found out, you know, she smokes weed, marijuana constantly, sir.
You don't?
No.
No, he
Don't
doesn't
smoke at all?
No, Your Honor.
Let me hear from you, the background.
Well, I met Christopher in May of 2008. He picked me up from the mall in Joliet, and he was hungover from the night before from partying. And as he said, I smoke marijuana. Well, he does cocaine.
That's worse.
Shortly after we were together, he told me that he loved me. He wanted to move in with me. Remind you, we were only together for about 2 weeks at this point. Right after that, he was a really jealous person. He was jealous of all my male friends, and even before we started dating, I told him that I had a lot of male friends. And then I did talk to him.
Cocaine makes you paranoid, doesn't it?
Not even, Your Honor.
Or is it weed? One of them make you paranoid, or both of them.
Well,
You a cane head?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Was he blowing or smoking it?
he was blowing it.
Oh, okay, that's a cane head.
Yeah.
Smoking, you're a crackhead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, after that, the date went fine, besides the fact that Chris was hungover. He took me over to his friend's house. He bought me a case of beer. I am under the age of 21. He had me drive his car. When I was
Your Honor,
driving...
Now, those are the damages you're about to tell me about,
Right.
but this is his
that's not
lawsuit,
true, Your Honor.
so
That's
I'll
not
let him
true.
tell me. Go ahead.
She asked to drive my car because I have a 2008 Cobalt, and it was better than her 99 Ford Tempo, I guess. So she wanted something of, I guess, a little higher stature. So she dropped in my car, she swerved to the right and hit a parked car, damaging the paint, the mirror, and the tire on my car. And then when we pulled to the side, I know she had an open beer in her hand, Your Honor. And I told her, I know it wasn't legally right. I told her to go because it's either that or she gets a DUI, and I was just trying to look after her at the time,
That's
not thinking
not
what was
true.
legally right.
Talking a little low.
Oh, my fault,
Maybe
Your Honor. My
lack
fault.
energy or something. You need a blow?
Oh, no. I'm good. I'm good.
Your energy is kind of down.
No, so we left there, Your Honor, right? And basically she said, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'll pay for the damages, I have a job, I can cover all that, I'm like, well, let's not worry about that right now, let's continue the first date. Well, we date for 3 weeks, I still haven't got my money.
You told her not to worry about it.
No, not to worry about the conversation at that time, Your Honor.
What was the end of the conversation?
I said, let's not talk about this at this time, Your Honor.
So you
she was in
didn't
tears.
say
She
you...
was in tears, Your Honor.
Pardon?
She was in tears, crying, and apologizing for the
And
car.
how long after that did you all discuss it?
She tried to discuss it for like 5 minutes, crying. I was just like, let's just go to your brother's house and continue
How
this
long
day.
after that did you come to a conclusion on what would be done?
That that she would come up with the payment, Your Honor?
Go ahead. You tell
That
me
night,
what
I
happened
wrote
there.
him a check. I have a check.
That night you did what?
I did. I wrote him a check for $500 to cover the damages,
Let's
if you'd
see,
like to have
please.
it.
And did he say he was satisfied
He
with
ended
that?
up ripping the check up after they looked on eBay and found the mirror is the only thing on his car that I damaged. I didn't damage
Your Honor,
the
I
tire
got
or the
pictures.
paint.
I got pictures, Your Honor.
I did
and an
not
estimate.
damage any
Why
of
did he
that.
say
I
he was
have my
ripping it
witness
up?
here.
Why did he say he was ripping it up?
Because we looked on eBay and the mirror was only $80.
Her brother asked for the check until they get an estimate they
And
would
this
pay
is a
for it.
brand new
That's
car.
not
No,
true.
$80
It was a
for
brand
a
new
brand new car's mirror, ma'am. Let me see
Exactly.
what you have.
Here's
So,
the estimate,
you
and here's
attempted
the
to pay
pictures
for
the
it?
different damages.
Yes.
And you just determined that the amount he was requesting was too much?
No.
What is your defense?
He got me kicked out of my dad's house. After he got me kicked out of my dad's house, I had to
that's
pay
not
for
true,
the living
too,
Go
Right.
ahead.
expenses.
No, that's your counterclaim.
Yeah,
We're
right.
talking about defending yourself against the lawsuit for
Right.
damaging his
Right.
car.
Right.
Where are we at on that?
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. He
Tell
told
me
me that
that.
I did not have to pay him for the mirror after he got me kicked out of my dad's house because of the expenses.
Okay, you told her she never had to pay?
Negative, sir. And I got the letter from her dad.
And
saying
hold
that
on, why did he cause you to be kicked out?
He thought I stayed the night at my son's father's house, who I was not allowed to see while I was living with my father. And my dad got mad and told me that I had to find somewhere else to go.
Come on up. State your name.
This is my youngest brother.
Jacob Wheeler.
All right. What do you want to tell me?
Of why my sister does not have to pay for Chris's mirror, Your Honor. And that is because the day that they were talking about it, Beth, my sister, had been giving Chris money for small things like gas, and so Chris can come out and visit her. And then they got into a little argument or something about the mirror or whatever, and then about the relationship, about her seeing other dudes, talking to him. And then eventually, they ended up talking about it, and lost my train of thought. They were talking about it. She was loaning him money, and then
I think he's high, Your Honor.
get out of here with that, Chris.
Nah, off what?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
He didn't want Beth to break up with him, so he told Beth that she didn't have to pay for the mirror because he wanted for a second chance for them.
You were there?
Their relationship. Yes, I was there. We were sitting in the car.
Where? What, in front of whose home?
I don't remember where, in Brookfield, I think.
We were at my mother's house. He was sitting in the passenger seat of my
He
car.
wouldn't know if he was at his mother's house
No,
or
we
not.
were at my mom's house.
Well, he just said he didn't know where he
I don't
was.
remember, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
You remember everything else in such detail. You remember every word of the conversation.
I remember I was in the car, Your Honor, but I
Right,
wasn't.
but you don't
I
have any
wasn't
idea
exact-
where. So you could have been in, where are you from?
Joliet, sir.
Joliet, Illinois. You could have been in Vegas. So you wouldn't know.
Well, I would have remembered if I was in Vegas, sir.
I don't know about this credibility, ma'am. Your counterclaim, $350 for hotel and moving expenses.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it.
Okay, I called him on Saturday night and told him that my phone was dead. I called him from my son's father's house. I told him that my phone was dead. There was no way I was going to be able to get a hold of him until the next day, and I was going to stay the night at my friend Stacy's house. He had his brother call my son's father's house, and there's another lady there that goes by the name of Beth. And then he's like, is this Beth? She was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I got you now. Are you cheating on my brother? This and that. He called my dad, told my dad that I stayed the night at my son's father's house, that I was drinking all night or whatever he said to him, and to get his stuff back from me because he didn't want nothing else to do with me. I said, you know what, that's fine. I went home. Chris was calling my phone. He was begging me to come back to him. I said, no, I'll give you your dog tags back, the sweatpants. I'll give you the $80 to your mirror.
You want
Just
to
lose
tell
my
me
number.
what the counterclaim is actually
Yeah,
about?
because he got me kicked out of my dad's house.
Okay, he told your dad, or he
Yeah, he told my
stood
dad.
behind your dad and pushed your dad, and your dad pushed you?
No, he told my dad I was staying the night
Pardon
at
me?
my son's father's house.
What?
He told my dad that I stayed the night at my son's father's house.
Okay, but that's your dad's discretion as to whether he wants to put you out. Your dad could have said, so what?
No, but if he didn't lie to my dad, I would have been still staying at my father's
You don't
house.
know that. Your
Yeah, I
dad
do.
could have come up with something else the next day.
Here, Your Honor, here's a letter from her dad stating the exact reason.
And what you would be suing for is defamation, ma'am, not for moving expenses. Chris was in no way responsible for Beth having to leave our home.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If that's what he's
Do
going to
you
say,
have
then
anything
fine.
from him that says he did?
No. My dad told me he was kicking me out because I was lying to him about my baby's father.
Okay. All right. Well, this is not what the letter says. And if you want to look at it and contest whether it's your dad's, why did you tear up the check, sir?
Her brother said he wanted to find out a price before she wrote a check. I mean, what if it costs more? What if it costs less, Your Honor? So
You'd have had something down on it.
True.
Now you have nothing.
True.
And you're saying the reason he's suing, ma'am, is because he feels jilted, because you won't go back to him?
Yes, I think that's
And
the
that he
exact
originally
reason.
forgiven the debt?
Yes. He told me if I gave him another chance, I didn't have to pay for
Your Honor,
it.
I got a brand new car.
Now
When
I'm
did he
in
tell you
court.
that again?
When we were standing outside my car.
What date?
It was last Sunday.
Have you ever said to her, I need you to pay this $1,500 for my
No,
car?
when I was dating her, Your Honor, I wasn't rushing her to do it. I thought, you know, since I see her
Rushed
every day.
or slow? Did you ever ask?
I asked for my money, Your Honor.
When?
There had to be a couple times in the relationship I asked for it, but I wasn't pushing at it.
Give me some
For 80
approximate weeks.
Approximately
$80.
Probably the second week, probably a couple days in the
What'd
first
you
week.
say about
He
$80?
asked for $80.
When?
He hasn't asked for anything.
When?
Our whole relationship.
When did he ask for the $80
when
on
we were
the car?
together. When
Pardon
we were
me?
together, he was asking me for it.
Okay, and that was in the last 6 weeks?
Yes,
All right, but you told me he forgave the debt.
he did. When we
Well, how
when
would
we
he ask
broke
you for
up,
the money and then forgive it at the same time? Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,500. Her defense was that you had forgiven the debt at some point. Now she's backtracking and slipped up and told me that you've been asking for $80, and indeed she gave you $80.
was
Your
ask-
counterclaim is dismissed, ma'am. He has not caused you to be put out. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Your Honor.